The regular part of Season 7 has come to a close, and we're ready for the playoffs. Let's meet some of these teams. The Glow Riders are going to be in our first playoff game. They've got a ramp truck, and they are very agile, landing on their wheels most of the time. All these recoveries has just flummoxed their competition. They handily defeated the terrible Teamsters and the Curse of Fu Manchu back in Game 9. But in playoff Game 1, they'll be facing Hot Fuzz, a varied bunch of cop cars, including the Massachusetts State Trooper, which nobody seemed to be able to get off the track. It was the last car standing against Horsepower and Maroon 5 back in Game 7. And they'll both be facing Brutal Bun Meat, a collection of hot dogs and hamburgers that include some bruisers and the devilishly undercutting Street Wiener. They outdid the Doozies and Hot Pink back in Game 3. Playoff 1 will be the Glow Riders versus Hot Fuzz versus Brutal Bun Meat. Playoff 2 will feature Kiki Puff Scrapyard, a group of highly customized old Matchbox cars that love to destroy other cars. They crushed the Red Rockets in Space Race back in Game 6, thanks to that huge car carrier and that immovable fire truck. They'll be up against Pennsylvania Crude, a diverse group of race cars with lots of undercutting ability and a NASCAR vehicle that's very difficult to get off the track. They outlasted against Greenlit and Toonie Loons back in Game 4. Both of those teams will be up against Combi Chaos, a group of VW buses that include a couple of very tough bruisers. They beat the Land Yachts and Azure Assassins in Game 5 and were the only team to win with 2 surviving vehicles. That's Playoff 2, Kiki Puff Scrapyard versus Pennsylvania Crude versus Combi Chaos. Our third playoff will start with the Distinguished Competition, a group of DC characters with good survivability and good undercutting ability. They beat the Night Shift and Sky Show back in Game 2, thanks mainly to that Corgi Shazam car. They will face the Season 6 second place finishers, Prism Break. This colorful crew seems to be glued to the track, and when they are removed from the track, they tend to land upright. They outlasted against Cart Crash and Malachite in Game 8. DC and Prism Break will be up against the Wayback, a surprisingly powerful group of family station wagons. They plowed their way through the Saloon Goons and British Steel in the very first game of the season. Playoff 3 will be Distinguished Competition versus Prism Break versus the Wayback. Please come back to the backyard as we begin Playoff Game 1 next.